Hey Beauty Babes, so I don't have a formal intro to this video because this is actually part 2 of my base products declutter video. If you have not seen the first video, I will have that linked. I definitely encourage you guys to watch that first if you are interested in seeing some of the other products that I have decluttered and kept in this collection of mine. I didn't realize it at the time, but this whole declutter took me 2 hours, and I just thought that was just too much to put into one video, so I had to break it up. So we're really starting in halfway through the process here. So again, I just recommend checking out the first half if you haven't seen it. But with all that being said, we're just going to go ahead and get right into part 2 of this declutter. Alright, so then I also have here a lot of foundations, concealers, and then probably some moisturizer stuff. This is the ColourPop No Filter foundation. This one I remember not really liking that much when I got it last summer. It seemed like something that I would like, but I ended up, for some reason, I just didn't like it. Although last summer my skin was super dry, and I just feel like I kind of want to give this another chance. I only used it maybe twice, and I was like, I don't like it. I don't want to keep using it. But it's just something I want to give another chance, and I've been meaning to. So I'm actually going to give this another chance. Again, like I mentioned, I might do a second chance kind of makeup video, and this is one that I want to try again and see. And if I don't, I still don't like it, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it because there's no point in me keeping it. But yeah, right now I want to see what I think about it again. Okay, this is the It Cosmetics By My Lines foundation. This is a really nice foundation, but just not one I super gravitated towards very often. I actually gave one to my mom, and she loves this foundation. It's not, to me, it's just that there's nothing stand out about this foundation. Aside from the fact that, you know, it's in their By My Lines line of products, and I love the By My Lines serum. I use that all the time. It's like anti-aging, skin smoothing, nice coverage foundation, but just nothing about it, like when I wear it, that I'm like, ooh, I love this, I want to keep wearing it. But not like it's a bad foundation either. It's just kind of like one of those things that's just okay. Now that I'm putting it on my hand, it actually feels really nice. What the heck? See, I need to just do a monthly makeup basket or weekly and start putting more of my products into rotation, because now I'm like, what do I remember thinking about this? I just feel like nothing seems to stand out about it, but it feels good on my skin here, so I need to give that another try. Okay. Then I have the Bare It All Pure foundation. I remember liking this. I remember liking this, I don't know about a lot, but I remember just liking it. It's a little bit thicker of a foundation if I'm remembering correctly. Ooh, yeah, very thick. Goodness gracious. I really should be decluttering so much stuff, but I feel compelled to keep it. Okay, I think this is one I need to try again. I remember liking it. But I don't remember all my thoughts on it. It's a little bit thicker of a foundation, and so just from putting it on my hand, I wiped it off already, but I feel like the thickness of it is not something I imagine loving. I think I need to have like a maybe pile and start using a couple of these products in the next week and decide. And then anything that I do end up getting rid of, I'll just maybe put into an empties video. It'll be like an empties and declutter of things. But I think I'm going to give this another shot and then decide later. So that's a maybe. Okay, and then I have this Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25 hour, ridiculous, breathable longwear foundation. This has a doe foot applicator too, and I actually really like the doe foot applicators. I think they're really nice. This is a very thin, lightweight foundation, and I like it okay. It's nothing that stand out to me. Again, kind of similar to the By My Lines one, except for at least that one has some like anti-aging benefits. This one is just okay. It definitely does not last 25 hours. I think maybe max, I felt like it started wearing off about 6 or 7 hours. So that claim to me is like, it's not there. But it's a nice foundation, especially for very lightweight days. If I don't feel like I want to do too much and just want a very thin lightweight foundation, this is a really great one to have on hand and use. I don't reach for it that often because clearly I have so many other options to reach for, but I do like it. Okay, another foundation that I really like is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I'm going to keep this. It's a really great one. It's a favorite. The It Cosmetics CC matte version. This is the shade Medium Tan. This is one I wear in the summer. Love this foundation. Pretty much any of the CC creams from It Cosmetics, I love those a lot. So I'm going to keep that. I'm so ridiculous. And then I have the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This foundation is amazing. Actually, I'm kind of slightly obsessed with it. I got the shade Warm Beige, which funny enough, it's actually, I think, a cool toned shade, because I wore this for maybe a couple months, 2 months maybe, and I loved it. But then I realized it was kind of oxidizing and turning a little bit pink on me. So that's why I stopped wearing it. So part of me feels like I should declutter this because the shade is not a really good match for me. I mean, it is, but then once it oxidizes, it kind of isn't. But I love this so much. So I think for now I'm gonna hold on to it. How ridiculous am I? I promise I'm gonna get rid of some stuff. But I do love this foundation. Okay, here's where I know I'm gonna get rid of stuff. Okay, this is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Primer. I've had this for quite a long time. I thought it was okay. It does have a little bit of a lotiony feel to it, but it also fills in the pores. The pores. Oh my god, it feels so good. But I don't love it. And it's pretty old. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this because there's other primers up here that are fairly newer to me that I like a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. There's no point in keeping it. I need to get rid of it. This, wow, that's embarrassing. They don't even sell this anymore, but I remember loving this moisturizer from Olay. It's super, super old. I don't know why I still have so much. Oh, it actually still smells good. I don't know if you can see that. I have my window open, but this gives like a little, must have some kind of like pearl pigment in it because it gives the skin a little bit of a luminosity. I'm surprised it still smells good. That's crazy. This has to have expired. I probably had this for a good 4 years. So I'm gonna get rid of it, but wow, that actually still feels really nice. That's so weird. Okay, and then I have this, which I'm gonna go ahead and declutter. This is from Strivectin. This is their Stress Defense Hydrating Water Gel, but it doesn't close anymore for some reason. And when I went to go check on it, it was like all kind of gross looking, if you can tell, but this is actually a really nice moisturizer too. And Strivectin is a brand of skincare that I actually used to really, really love. It's not that I don't love them anymore, it's just I kind of have other products that I reach for more often, but they have really, really great products. And so anyways, but that's kind of old and gross and doesn't close anymore, so that needs to be decluttered. All right, and then I have 2 of these, which this one is like gone. Why is this still in here? How weird. That I could probably just put it into an empties video. This is another one of the same thing, but it's from Provice. It's their Hydro Milk, and this was for the longest time one of my very, very favorite moisturizers. So I would keep it in this drawer and use it when I get ready, but now I tend to do a lot more of my skincare stuff in my bathroom, then come in here and get ready. So a lot of the skincare stuff in here gets forgotten about and not used. That's why I kind of have a lot in here that's kind of old. I've kind of just forgotten about it, and it's kind of ridiculous, but I really love this stuff. I'm pretty sure by now it's probably expired, but it has good ingredients in it. I think that's why I loved it so much. So cocoa, it's got geranium, lavender. Anyways, I loved this stuff, but I think I need to declutter it. There's so many other moisturizers and stuff like that that I use now that I don't need to be keeping ones that have been in here for this is probably maybe about a year old or so, not too long, but still. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of this because I've had this for quite a while too. I've never even used it, I don't think. But I love vitamin C. It's vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. Why didn't I not ever use it? Oh, gross. I hope I got that on camera. That's gross. Yeah, I don't know. I really like Derma products. Oh, I'm kind of terrified to be putting all this old stuff on my skin. Why am I doing that? Anyways, I love Derma products, but that I've had in here. I probably had it open, but then haven't really used it. Gross. So I'm gonna declutter that. Okay, I do have this. This is actually somewhat new to me as well. I got it in a BoxyCharm box several months ago, so it's not like super new, because I've actually been unsubscribed to BoxyCharm for a bit now. Not because I didn't like BoxyCharm, I really did. It's just financial reasons I stopped purchasing BoxyCharm. But I actually really like this. It's a luminizing primer. So it has a little bit of a luminosity to it. And I actually found when I wore this primer, I can definitely tell a difference in my makeup lasting a lot longer as well. So I really like it. I actually need to keep this on top of my dresser here so I can remember to put it into use, because obviously stuff that's put in here gets forgotten about. Okay, another Strivectin product. This was another one that I actually really liked a lot. This is their Advanced Retinol Pore Refiner, and this stuff actually really does work. I'm kind of bummed that I forgot about it in here. That's really sad, and gosh, I feel so lame. This is definitely way too old to be, so 24 months, 2 years, yeah. But this stuff was amazing. This is the first product I tried from Strivectin, and why the first product that made me fall in love with their brand of skincare products, because I was like, wow, this actually really works. But it's super old, so it needs declutter. I have this Urban Decay Rehab Makeup Prep Hot Springs Hydrating Water Gel. Oh, I don't know. I think maybe this is like about a year old. God, this is embarrassing. I can't believe I'm even doing this decluttering, telling you how old all this stuff is. Oh my God, this is only a 6-month shelf life. So yeah, definitely need to get rid of that. This is the Insta Flawless Rimmel Perfecting Radiant Skin Tint. I'm just gonna declutter this. It's not like super old, but I don't think I ever really liked it that much. It's not that interesting to me, so I'm decluttering it. And this is an Hourglass Primer Serum. I don't even remember when I got this, how I got this, why it's in my drawer and I never used it. Oh, that's why. Ew, gross. This is definitely a very silicone-y, ew, it feels, ugh. I hate that feeling. I don't know about you guys. I know some people love and live for like the silicone primers, the Smashbox ones and stuff like that, but to me it's like, ugh, that feels so gross. Getting rid of that. Yucky. Okay. Then I have the Pure Lease Daily Lip Nourisher. What? Why do I have this in here? This would have been awesome to have on my nightstand. I love having a lip product to put on at night. I have other products that I use for my lips at night too, but what is the expiration? 18 months. I've probably had this longer than 18 months. I probably need to get rid of that as well. It's a lip product. I don't know why I swatched it on my hand. I have two, it looks like, of this. Oh no, that's different. These are different. This is the Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer. I probably got this. You know what? This is probably something I got in a Beauty Box 5 subscription box, and I haven't been subscribed to Beauty Box 5 in probably 3 years. So, and I never use this because I don't typically use eyeshadow primers. I do a little bit more now for some reason. I'll use the Urban Decay one, but for the longest time I just never really used eyeshadow primers, so didn't really get use out of that. I have this Primed and Poreless sample from Too Faced. It's probably super old. I'm gonna get rid of that. The Hangover primer. I feel like this is fairly, ew, look at how gross this is still on my skin. Ugh. Can you imagine that as a primer and it just stays on your skin like that? It's not even sinking in at all. Maybe I put too much on, but still gross. I feel like I got this the last time I maybe ordered something from Too Faced, which, when was that? I actually don't know. Probably too long for me to keep this. I need to stop making excuses and just get rid of crap. Okay, and this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, the kind that I don't like. I don't know why I have this in here. It looks like it was kind of used up, so I know I didn't use this. I don't know why it's in there. Weird. I'm getting rid of that. I have this Cover FX Clear Cover Invisible Sunscreen. This stuff's actually really nice, but it's super old. It might be, oh, I think it's like almost gone anyways. But yeah, it's just a sunscreen primer. And this one makes me sad. So I received this from Lancome and PR. I only ever got one PR package from Lancome, like, I don't know, 3 years ago or something, and then never again. But this, I never really could figure out what to do with this or how to use it. It's their, I don't know, Genifique Concentrate Youth Activating Concentrate. Very fancy. I think maybe I attempted to use it once and then never again. It's very, very fragrant too, so I didn't love that. But I hear a lot of people talk about how they love this, and it is expensive, so I'm kind of bummed that I never really used it and gave it a chance. It wasn't that I didn't want to, I kind of was like, what do I do with this? When do I use it? How do I use it? And couldn't really figure it out, so it kind of just sat in here going to waste, and that's really sad and pathetic of me. So that's getting decluttered, thrown away. I have this Luminous Air Photo Set Face Primer. I have a lot of Luminous Air products because I used to kind of work with them and do sponsorships with them. And I like their products, but I didn't ever really reach for, you know, using an airbrush system that often. But it was really cool to have and try and use. But this is super old, so it needs to be decluttered. And then I have this Pure Blue Lotus Daily Moisturizer. Again, probably something that's super old because I don't remember when I got it. This is a Mirabella Prime for face. I don't remember getting this either. It's probably, ew, it's again another silicone-y primer, which I don't like those kind of primers, but I don't remember getting this and when I got it, where I got it, so again, throwing that away. Now this, I do recall, is something fairly new. I want to say that maybe I got this in a BoxyCharm, and actually it doesn't look like it because it's kind of filled with air, but this is actually almost gone. So, and I remember really liking this, so I actually need to set this on my dresser up here to put it into use, but it's just I think it's just a illuminating, oh no, it says it's a primer. First Light Priming Filter, Instant Complexion Refresh. I think it's supposed to just give like a little bit of a luminosity, and it's a primer. Let me wipe this off and squeeze a bit out. Yeah, so it's got that lavender tint to it. I did really like this too. So anyways, I'm gonna go and keep that too. All right. Dwindling down, oh my gosh. All right, this is the No Pore Primer, and I've had this for about a year because I bought it at IMATS last year, and I just got home from IMATS, so I know it's been about a year. I haven't used that much of it, but you can see I've made a good dent in it. I really like this primer too, a lot, and I just need to remember to use it. It's just like I said, listen to me, keeping all these primers, and I keep saying I don't even use primer that often, but I should make it a habit. The thing is, like, I feel like, okay, here I am telling myself I should make this a habit, but I kind of like not putting a ton of stuff on my face. So that's my dilemma, but I don't want to get rid of this because it is really nice, and I really like it a lot. This one has a very nice smoothing effect. I really like it. So when I do use it, I like it, but I just don't use it that often. Okay, let me just move along. I have 3 of these water blend foundations from Makeup Forever. What is the expiration of these? These are quite old, so 12 months. I remember when I got these, I did a video about it, and the video was the truth about the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation, because I remember when this first came out, so many people were like, they didn't get it. They didn't understand, like, what is this? Because the thing is, it's like 80% water, if I'm remembering correctly, which is kind of actually very insane considering how expensive these are. And they don't really give, they don't give coverage, like, which, I mean, with 80% water, what kind of coverage can you get? But I was really just fascinated by them, and so I did a lot of research into them and wanted to give like a good review of these foundations and show people how to use them the best. It was never really a favorite foundation of mine, but I did actually like it because I felt like it did have kind of this like waterproofness to it, and even though it doesn't give coverage, like I just felt like this was a cool foundation, but more so for somebody with like pretty much already perfect skin. It's not for anybody who wants to actually conceal anything because it doesn't give much coverage, but it's kind of like one of those products that almost gives your face a little bit of a filter. So if you already have, you know, a kind of decent skin or nothing you feel like you need to cover, this would be a really nice foundation, especially in the summer, because it does give that like kind of very softened, like filtered effect to the skin. But yeah, anyways, it's not for everybody. It's kind of gross because it's like not mixed up, and anyways, I've had these for a couple years and I'm kind of feel like inclined to keep them, but I probably will never use them because clearly I don't really reach for them that often, which is kind of sad, but they're past expiration anyway, so it's kind of ridiculous to keep them, so I really need to declutter these. Is everybody getting super annoyed with me by now? Because I'm kind of annoyed with me. So I have another hydrating serum from Derma E. This is their hyaluronic acid moisturizer. I've kind of put a pretty good dent in this stuff. I really like this a lot, but I know it's been sitting here again for quite a long time, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. There's other newer skincare products that I've been using and really into. This is the, I don't know, Talika Photo Hydra Day something moisturizer, I'm assuming. Probably something really, really old. I don't even know what this brand is or where I got this, so I'm getting rid of it. Masquerade All Eyes on Me. Why is this in here? This is like eye masks? Okay, that's weird that that's even in there. Okay, and then these actually almost got used up. These are the Luminous Air airbrush like mist foundations. So they kind of spray out, let's see, a little bit of product in there. I actually use these quite a bit. Luminous Air is more known for, well, I think they totally rebranded and now they do like actual makeup stuff, but they were used to be known for their airbrush systems, which are really, really cool. And then they had come out with this like spray foundation, which I actually really liked a lot. So I used it up and just, I don't know, put them in here and forgot about them. But they're pretty much almost used up, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of them because there's no use keeping them. They're probably super old. Okay, I have this matte and poreless foundation. This I really like, and I have used this quite a bit, quite often actually. I just think I put it in this drawer because I had it up on my dresser top previously, and then stuck it in my drawer when I was swapping out to use other products. But I really like this foundation a lot. To be honest, one of my very favorite drugstore foundations. This is the Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Illuminating Primer. This is a very nice primer, but not a favorite. It's okay. It doesn't. It has a little bit of a moisturizing. God, look at my skin. That makes me want to keep that Makeup Forever foundation so bad. Look how nice my skin looks. Is that amazing? Anyways, this is okay. So this has a little bit of a luminosity to it. I don't know if it really blurs the skin that much, but it's nice for a drugstore primer. But anyways, it's quite old, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. I have another Too Faced. Oh, this is actually the Shadow Insurance. This is their eyeshadow primer. I used to use the eyeshadow primer, honestly, for not for eyeshadow or eyeshadows, but I'd put it on under my eyes before concealer because this is a crease-proof primer. So I would use this under my eyes, under my concealer to help stop creasing in my fine lines of my eyes, and that actually it works really, really well. But I kind of stopped doing that because it's just an extra step that I was like whatever about. But that is, if you guys feel like you get creasing in your eyes that you can't seem to stop or prevent, try an anti-crease eyeshadow primer because it does work really, really well. But this is super old. I haven't used it in forever, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. I have these things, which I don't even know what they're for, just garbage sitting here. I have this, this is the Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, but it's the shade Deep. I don't know why I have this. I must have gotten an NPR and then just, I don't know. I'm gonna get rid of that, I don't need it. I have this cute little backpack I was sent from Makeup Forever, and I believe this has the very brand new, see, I told you, I knew I had another one. The very brand new shade of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Liquid Foundation. So I had that in here too. Oh, I even marked it new, so I knew this one wasn't open, wasn't used, brand new. So that I would know. This e.l.f. Blemish Control Primer, I think I bought this a long time ago. 6-month expiration. I probably didn't really like it. I don't know what, did I ever really use this? Ew, it's like chunky, gross. Why do I buy stuff and not use it? I'm crazy. Getting rid of that. Okay, another foundation. This is the CoverGirl Healthy Vitalix Elixir, another kind of drugstore kind of favorite foundation that I really like, so I'm keeping that. This is the, oh, that's actually quite full, but this is from their spray line. This is their spray, ew, primer. Wow, okay, getting rid of that. Okay, this, I'm pretty sure I know I'm gonna declutter. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Liquid oh wait, no! This is, oh, I thought this was the foundation that I hated. They had a foundation that I tried and I hated. Alright, I kind of got interrupted by my kids, so I don't know what I was saying. I think I thought this was the foundation. I had tried a foundation from Becca that I hated. It was just too thick and gross and just, yeah, not good. But this I think I got it in BoxyCharm. It's their liquid illuminizing product. Oh goodness, the shade is Prosecco Pop. That's really pretty. Oh my goodness. But I don't typically use like liquid or cream highlighters. But oh my god, wouldn't that be beautiful as a like to put in with my like lotion? Like, wouldn't that be beautiful like on legs in the summer? I need anything to help my legs look better because I don't love my legs, but how pretty. Okay, I think I need to leave this out. I'm gonna put this like in my bedroom and use it with my like body lotion. That's what I'm gonna do with this because I don't think I'll use this on my face, but this is beautiful. Look at my skin with that. Stunning. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw away the box. I keep the boxes for everything. I swear I'm ridiculous. Okay. This is a sample of the CC cream in the shade Fair. I think I usually keep these little samples because on occasion I do makeup for other people. I'm not a makeup artist, so I don't always do makeup for other people, but on occasion I will. And usually the gals that I do makeup for are very, very fair. They're like my daughter's skin tone. So I usually keep these little sample sizes to use on them. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and keep this in here for occasions like that. All right, I just had to switch my battery because it already died, which means this video is already probably way too long. So I'm gonna try to speed it along. So I have this Urban Decay One and Done Naked Skin kind of a foundation. I remember liking this okay. Let's see, I need to stop with the swatching and everything. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. It looks like I've used quite a bit of it. I think this is one that I use in the summer. It does has SPF 20, so that's really nice. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. Need to put it into rotation. Okay, then I have all of these CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made foundations. I remember I just thought this foundation was okay. I didn't love it. I had a hard time finding my actual shade. Funny enough, this actually really reminds me of the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Foundation. Even right down to like having a hard time with shades, with it possibly oxidizing, with the little white balls that this gives like on the skin. That's weird, but it's like white pigment balls that it leaves on the skin. The IT Cosmetics Confidence foundation does that as well. I don't think this is going to be a foundation I will reach for again, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter these. All right, and this is a NBA Cosmetics foundation. They actually don't carry foundations anymore, or if they do, they are discontinuing them. I'm pretty sure they don't carry them anymore. So I know this is super, super old, so I'm gonna get rid of that. The, oh God, Cover FX Custom Blot Drops. These are very interesting, but I didn't really use them that often. It's basically like a liquid blotting paper. And you can put it over your, you know, skin if you're getting oily and just kind of tap it right in. And it would kind of, pick up your oils and not dry you out, but dry up the oil on your skin and leave your makeup intact, basically was what it was. But I don't get super oily, so I didn't really use these that often. I actually got this in PR to try, and I did think it was a very, very neat product, but I didn't really use it often, and I've had this for probably like 2 years, so expiration is 24 months or 12 months, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Again, another one of these Insta Flawless Perfecting Skin Tints that I didn't really care for, so I'm getting rid of that. I have some sample products in here that yeah, I probably just need to get rid of as well. I have another IT Cosmetics. Oh, this is their Illumination Concealer. This is the shade Tan. Normally I'm a medium in their line, but I find that the Illumination concealer was a little bit brighter and lighter than you know, than normal ones would be, so that's why I use Tan. I actually really like this a lot, but again, it's just like, you know, like I said before earlier with the regular Bye Bye Under Eye concealer, because it is a cream and it's a little bit thicker, I don't reach for it a ton, but I should probably have this out in the open so I can get some use out of it. Then I have this Glotion Day Dew Brightening Lotion from Pixi. Probably old because it's in here and I forgot I even had it, but ugh. What a bummer that I let some of these products go to waste. Gosh, I honestly feel so bad, and I hope that you guys don't like totally find me obnoxious and annoying that I have all these products in here and have gone to waste. It's truly embarrassing. Then I do have some more of these Bye Bye Under Eyes neutral medium than Tan and Deep. I know Tan and Deep won't work for me. Sometimes this is like the downside of getting PR. It's kind of cool to get stuff, but then like you get sent products that are not your shade, don't work for you, or too much, and you can't use them. So I've had these in here, and Unfortunately, there's not really many women of color that are darker that live in my area that I know that I could have given these to. I have since met quite a bit of darker beauties online and have gifted a lot of the stuff I get in PR that's, you know, for darker skin tones to those people, but I actually completely forgot I even had these in here. But anyways, these are actually pretty old by now, so I don't even know if they're even any good anymore, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. I even have this one that I did have open and I used the neutral medium shade, but I'm just gonna go and declutter these. I have so many concealers, there's no way I'm gonna be able to use these. I totally forgot I even had these. It's like so crazy. And then I have this. Oh, actually I think this is kind of new to me. I think I got this last summer and I put it in here and I forgot about it. So this is a complexion primer with SPF 30. This looks kind of similar to what that Cover FX one that I had gotten rid of, but looks like it's very gonna be silicone-y. Ooh, yeah, ooh. See, that is the biggest thing that I feel like most silicone primers do, is this pilling up thing. Now, I think that was just the first squirt that was a little bit dried out, because maybe not. Ooh. That's no good. I'm not gonna use that. Gross. So this must have, I don't see an expiration on here, but it must have like a 6-month expiration would be my guess. So I'm gonna get rid of that. That's unfortunate. Oh my gosh, you guys. I've been probably needing to declutter for so long, and I cannot believe that I have so many products in here that have gone to waste. I'm actually completely embarrassed, and I really hope you guys don't tear me to shreds in the comments with any kind of hate comments, because I'm so sorry. This is ridiculous. I need to do better. All right, and so we're not quite done yet. I actually have a whole nother little section here. And this was mostly concealers, although I do have some foundations in here as well. So let's see, I have this. Okay, this is another one of the One and Done Naked Skin from Urban Decay in the shade Light Medium. And this one's medium. Okay, I'm gonna go and keep that. Again, this is another CC cream, the matte version. This is in the shade Fair. I used this recently on some girls that I did makeup for. All right, and this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I got the shade 1W2 Sand, and I actually really like this foundation, although it is way too light on me, so I've never used it after the first time trying it and reviewing it. It's unfortunate because this is actually a really good foundation, but oh my gosh, I look like a ghost. Although when I first tried it, it was in the summer. I haven't tried it since, now that my skin's a little bit lighter, because I get really dark in the summer, like super dark, so that this looked actually white on me. But yeah, even on my hand right now, it's a little bit too light, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. It's unfortunate because it's a great foundation, but just really way too light on me, and there's no point in it sitting in my drawer not being used. All right, and then I have another Urban Decay All-Nighter. This is in the shade Fair Warm. I'm pretty sure this was another shade that I had used for the girls I did their makeup who were very light. So that's why I have that. I probably don't need to keep those because I don't imagine doing makeup for anybody anytime soon again. But anyways, let's go and move on. So here is the yellow color corrector from LA Girl. They're Pro Concealers. I really like the Pro Concealers. They're really great concealers. And then I do have a few of these. This is the shade Nude. I use these to clean up my brows, so that's why I have backups of those. And then I have these ones. These actually almost gone. The shade Creamy Beige. Yeah, this is the shade that kind of matches my skin tone more. So this is the shade that I would use for my under eyes. And then this one I would use for cleaning up my brows. As you can see, it's a little bit darker, a little bit more neutral. And it works for kind of just, it works more on my brows, but not necessarily on my face. So these are actually almost gone. So I should actually stick them up here with my other concealers and finish those up. Okay, this is the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eyeshadow Primer. This used to be my absolute favorite eyeshadow primer, but it's super old, haven't used it in a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. Okay, and then here are the rest of my Lancome foundation. So I know at least one of them's a shade that's mine, so that's a dark shade. I just need to get rid of that. This is probably a dark shade too. This one's brand new, haven't even used it. I don't even think I swatched it. Just gonna declutter that. Now this, yep, that's a shade of mine that I would use. And then what is this one? Okay, this was actually a little bit dark, but one that I could kind of mix with a couple of the other shades to work for me, or use it in the summer. That would actually work for me. That's kind of dark, but yeah, I'll get that dark in the summer. So I'm gonna go and keep that and then declutter these two. All right, and then I have even more brand new sealed Pro concealers in the shade Nude. See, I think I bought these because there was a really good deal on them. And even though I knew what I really wanted to get was the creamy beige shade, which is what I use on my face for my dark circles. But they were out of that, and there was a good deal on these ones. And I thought maybe the Nude will work for me. Well, the Nude doesn't really work for my face, but it works, like I said, for my brows. So anyways, before I knew that, I'd bought extras because I loved this concealer so much. But anyway, since this color doesn't really work for my skin and I only really use it for my brows, I don't need this many. And actually I have one that's opened, and then I have these 4 that are unopened. So I think I'm gonna actually go ahead and just declutter 3 of them. Yeah, I don't imagine I will need. I'm just gonna keep 1 backup because it's ridiculous to have 4 backups. The one I have open, I've had open for probably a year now, and it still hasn't run out. So I'm just going to keep one of them. I'm going to declutter these ones. These ones I could give to somebody else because they're brand new, unused. So declutter. Then I have this Doll 10 Hydrolux Concealer. This is the, I think it's like light medium. Yeah, light medium. I love this concealer. I just finished up the medium shade of this concealer, and it's one of my favorite concealers, but I'm keeping this unopened because I have so many other concealers that I would like to use up at least like 2 or 3 other concealers before I open a brand new one. So I'm gonna keep that, but I'm not gonna open it. Okay, and then this is so old. I don't even think that Too Faced sells this product anymore. This is their Lemon Drop Shadow Insurance. It's a color correcting one, and I think I've gone through. Yeah, I think this is my second one, but I never end up finishing it. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I would use this under my eyes as a primer for my concealer to prevent any creasing. And I like this one the best because I did have that yellow tint, so it was a little bit color correcting for my dark circles. So in addition to longer wear of concealer, in addition to anti-creasing, it had a little bit of that color correcting effect to it. So I actually loved this so much. But like I said, I eventually stopped doing that step in my routine. So this kind of just got left in here and forgotten here, but it's super old. I've had it for so long. It's got a 12-month lifespan, and it just needs to go in the garbage now. Okay, this is a declutter for sure. This is, like I said, I love the other Makeup Forever primers, but this is their mattifying primer, and it's just too thick for me. It's not a primer that I really like. I kept it for a bit because I thought maybe I could try to use it, and then I even asked my daughter because she gets, my skin's more dry, hers is a lot more of a oily, so I thought maybe she might like this mattifying primer, but she didn't really care for it either, so I'm just going to declutter it because no one's going to get use out of it here. Okay, and then I have this Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer Pot. Goodness, so much. I've used this a handful of times. I think it's really nice. It's very rich and creamy, but I don't use the cream concealers a ton. This is fairly new to me. I think I'm going to maybe see if one of my sisters or friends or something wants this because it's a good concealer, but I just don't use cream concealers a ton. And since I'm keeping the other Bye Bye Under Eyes in the tubes, I'm just going to get rid of this one. This is the NYX HD Studio Concealer Corrector. Oh, this is like a corrector, so it must be like a little peachy shade. Must have had this for color correcting, but look at that. That's pretty sheer. That doesn't look like it is very good. I don't remember what I think about this. I'm just going to declutter that because I don't imagine using it. Okay, and again, I have another Smashbox primer. This, I must have just gotten this in like a sample box or something. That must be what it is. You know, like those Sephora sample boxes or whatever you can buy like for 50 bucks and it's samples of a bunch of stuff. That must be why I have this because I wouldn't have bought this on my own. I'm going to get rid of that. I have this, oh, it's worn off, but I'm pretty sure this is a Wet n Wild color corrector also. And I think I like this one. Oh, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. I haven't really color corrected in a long time, and since I'm keeping the LA Girl ones, I think I'm just gonna declutter this. Okay, oh my gosh, and then I have another medium beige. This one must have been one I tried, it was just way too dark for me maybe. I don't know. Maybe that isn't too dark. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm just need to declutter it. right, and then I have another Naked Skin Concealer. This is dark neutral. Probably have not, maybe I thought I might be able to use it for liquid contour. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter that. This is a NBA Cosmetics concealer. Again, another product that I don't think they even sell anymore, so I'm going to declutter that, throw that away pretty much. This is the Rimmel London concealer. I tried this and I didn't really like it. It has one of these little sponge applicators, which I don't really care for, and I didn't feel like this was a really that great of a concealer. I'm just going to declutter that. I know I probably won't use it. This is the e.l.f. Oh, I forgot about this. I actually really like this concealer quite a bit. This is one of their HD concealers, and I really like that, so I'm going to keep that. And then I have this. This is the clearance. I forgot about this too, but I actually really like this as well. But this is their Mission Perfect something, but it has SPF 15. It's basically something you would use under your eyes. You kind of twist this little thing and squeeze. Oh, there, squeeze like that. And the product comes out. It's kind of like a little bit of a color corrector. And so this is kind of like a eye serum or eye treatment skincare item and concealer in one. It wasn't quite like the best concealer because it's a very much more sheer coverage, but it would kind of color correct a little bit for your dark circles, but it was supposed to also help, you know, diminish. So it says targets persistent dark circles, instant eye illumination. But ooh, that only has a 6-month lifespan, and I know I've had this for at least a year, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. And then lastly, I just have this box for the Born This Way foundation. I don't know why I'm very weird and keep the boxes for everything, but I'm gonna throw that away. And then I found more underneath one of these containers of the medium beige. So again, it must have been that I had there was a good deal, and I was trying to figure out which one would be my shade, and so I've just purchased extras of the other ones that they had, but I think this one ended up being too dark for me, so I'm going to declutter. These are brand new, haven't been opened, give those away. Then there's the another Rimmel London concealer. I don't remember what I thought about this, but I don't think I will use it really. Oh, actually maybe I will. That feels really nice. Okay, maybe this needs to be in a basket of the products I'm trying in, because wow, that was really nice. What is this? So Fair Light contains vitamin C and E, wears for 13 hours, match perfection. Huh, that seems really nice. Okay, I'm gonna give that another shot. Okay, and then I also found another illumination by Under Eye. This is the medium shade. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them side by side so you guys can tell the difference in case you're interested. So just so you can see, that's the medium shade of the illumination concealer, and then that's the tan shade. So that's why I would gravitate towards using the tan shade, because that's pretty light. Because it is the illuminating one, it just seems a lot lighter than their like average medium shade. And you could even see, like, this is the Rimmel London one I just put on. That's supposed to be a light shade, and this is even lighter than that, so quite light for being one of their medium shades, but I think it's just because it's the illumination formulation which made it light. So mixing them together would probably be a nice shade. Yeah, so anyways, there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and keep both of them. And that's pretty much it for my drawer. If you can see, it's pretty empty. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is kind of clean these up, put some of the products back, and then I'll be right back to show you everything I decluttered and then my drawer and how it looks now that I've decluttered so much from it. Okay, so here is what my drawer is looking like now, and oh my gosh, it looks so much better. I feel honestly a weight off my shoulders. This is still quite a bit of products. I know it's ridiculous the amount of products I kept, but I feel like this is a lot more manageable. I could at least see everything. There's nothing like super stacked on top of each other, with the exception of these. But I think definitely, like I've said a couple times, I need to just do like a makeup basket where I can make sure I'm rotating more of my makeup products. And get the most use out of them. And then I did go ahead and put more of my stuff in here instead of just keeping it on my dresser. Let me show you what the dresser is looking like now, at the top of it at least. So a lot more space up there. Because I think the problem is, with so much stuff kept on here, I only would reach for what's up here instead of looking in my drawer to get stuff. So I did leave a few things on here just because, well actually, you know what, I'm going to stick this in here. I'm going to go and, I don't know, I just wasn't loving that having too much stacked on top of each other. I need a better way to kind of maybe organize this. But I know that these are a couple of products that are almost gone, so what I'm keeping them there because I would like to actually just use those up and just be done with them already. And get them out of my collection, and then I can work on other things. But I think I am going to go ahead and work on a makeup basket for the, I don't think I'll do it weekly, I'll do it monthly. If you guys are interested in seeing something like that actually on my channel, because I don't think I was thinking about putting it on my channel, but if you guys are interested in seeing like a makeup, you know, monthly basket where these are the products I'm trying to use this month or whatever, I can do that. I think that might be fun. I do still have a lot of my concealers in here and right here too, because I don't know, that's just a lot to stick in the drawer and possibly forget about. So I think for right now, I'm happy with this. I think this is fine. This is definitely so much better. And what I really want to do is try to use up more of my setting sprays. I have too many that are open and half used. It's absolutely ridiculous that I do this. I don't know why. It's a habit I probably need to just break. So I'm really going to work on trying to finish up a lot of the stuff that I have opened and half used. And I just, yeah, that's something I'm working on. But this is really awesome progress. And then right here is just a few of the stuff that it's like kind of my backup stuff that's unopened and things like that. But this looks so much better and it makes me so much happier. So let me go and show you everything that I decluttered. Considering how much I kept, it was actually surprising and made me happy to see how much I am actually getting rid of. So here it is. This is everything I'm decluttering. It's quite a bit actually, and then there's actually more up here. This is stuff that that is still either brand new in packaging or new enough that I think I can gift to somebody. My daughter already came in here and took that MAC concealer because she saw that I was decluttering, was like, anything I can have. So she took that MAC concealer already, but this is stuff that's, like I said, new enough or unused completely that I can probably gift to somebody, like a friend or family member or something. Nothing like selling or anything like that, because, you know, I don't know if strangers want this kind of stuff from me. But anyways, I think I think this is really a good declutter, and I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I'm really happy with everything decluttered. So anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and seeing everything I had to declutter. I think next what I want to do is declutter lipsticks, which will probably just be me throwing away every lip product I own almost, to be honest. And then I may do a palette declutter. If you guys want to see that, let me know, but I'm kind of nervous because even though there's lots of palettes I have and that I don't really use, I don't want to throw them away. So yeah, that'll be a hard time for me. So anyways, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, and thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes.